Good morning, my dear students. Today, I am going to give the demo on circular queues. Circular queues. All of you. Then the above topics are covered in previous classes. The last class, queue, queue definition, array representation of queue, and the queue abstract data type discussed. Today, we need to discuss circular queues. So before going to discuss circular queues, I need to revise the queue operations once. Okay, all of you. Then what is queue? Queue is also a queue. Queue is also a linear data structure. Am I right or not? Stacks, queues, arrays, and linked lists. These are the linear data structures. Queue is also a linear data structure. Then in queue operations, then there are two ends. One is for rear end, another one is for front end. So here in the queue operations, insert operations are done at rear end, delete operations are done at front end. Am I right or not? Yes. So delete operations done at front end. Clear all of you? So then what is queue? A queue is a linear data structure in which the insertion and deletion operations are performed at two different ends. Clear? In a queue data structure, the insert operation is performed at a position which is known as rear end, last end, last end. Clear? Then the deletion operations is performed at a position which is known as front end, front last, front last. Clear? So insertions done at last end, that is called rear end. Deletions done at front end. Okay? Clear? So in data structures, the insertion and deletion operations performed based on FIFO principle, first in, first out principle, whereas stack LIFO principle. So in queues, FIFO principle, first in, first out. What is the full form of if online bit? So first in, first out. Clear? So this is an example of the queue. Then this is queue. This is front end. So front end. This is rear end. So then insert elements from rear end into rear end. Then deleting from front end. Clear? So then there are two operations available in queues. The first one is NQ. NQ means insert an element into the queue. Then second one is DQ, delete an element from the queue. So then the two operations, one more operation is display to all elements. Then this is an example for inserting elements into the queue. So what are the elements here? 25, 30, 51, 60, 85. These are the elements. 25 inserted element into front, next, 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 next. Okay, clear? Rear equal to fourth position, front equal to 0 position. Clear? This is the inserting elements into queue. Then these are the operations on queue. What are the operations? So then, so inserting and deleting. So here also implementations two ways. One is for using arrays. Second one is for using linked list. Using linked list in third unit we will discuss. In this unit using arrays only. Clear? Then the next one, then the queue data structures using arrays. We know queue data structures using arrays. So this is a first in first out principle. Am I right or not? Queue is a first in first out principle. Next here there are two ends in the queue, whereas in stack only one end. In the queue there are two ends, the front end and rear end. So front end is used to remove an element from the queue. Rear end is used to insert an element into the queue. Then these are called front and rear ends. So initially front equal to rear equal to -1. Set the -1 in front and rear initial values before inserting the elements. Clear? Then queue operations using arrays. First of all, we want to insert, we want to declare header files. Yes, define functions. Next one, define size of the queue. Next one, initialization of front and rear values equal to -1. Then perform main function. So this is NQ. NQ is inserting values into the queue. Clear? In a queue data structure is a function used to insert a new element into the queue. In a queue, the new insert at rear position. Clear? And next one is remove an element from the front position. If check whether the queue is full, rear equal to size minus 1. Am I right or not? Remember, this is the most important in circular queue as also we will discuss. Clear? Since check whether the queue is at the inserting time. So at the insert operation. So NQ operation or algorithm. So rear equal to size minus 1, max size minus 1. Then the queue is full. Am I right or not? So otherwise, so the queue is not full, then read a value, the value assign into rear plus plus position. Clear? So increment the rear and assign into the rear position. So if not equal to size minus 1, rear not equal to size minus 1, then read a value, then increment the size of the rear and insert an element into the rear position. Clear? So that is inserting. Next one is DQ, delete queue, delete an element from the queue. Clear? So in this front equal to rear, in this DQ operations or algorithm, if front equal to rear, then stack queue is empty, then display. So then there is no possibility to remove an element into the queue. Yes, from the queue. Then otherwise, then there is no, then there is not empty. So then increment the front value by 1, your front plus to display the queue of front as deleted element. Clear? This is the insert and delete algorithms in the queue. Clear? So then your front equal to rear equal to size minus 1, queue is full. Then front equal to rear, then queue is empty. Then display the elements of queue. So display one by one elements until front equal to rear. Clear? From front to rear. Next one is the circular queue. Today's topic is circular queue. I want to give the demo on circular queues. So in a normal queue data structure, we can insert element until queue becomes full. Am I right or not? So when the queue becomes full, front equal to rear, rear equal to max minus 1, max size minus 1, the queue is full. That is ordinary queue. But once the queue becomes full, we cannot insert the element until all the elements are deleted from the queue. Am I right? Once the queue is full, is it possible to insert an element? No. Then there is no possibility. Clear? Until all the elements are deleted from the queue. The queue after inserting all the elements into it is as follows. This is a queue, general queue. Okay. So this is front, this is rear. The queue is full, then there is no blank places. Clear? The queue is full. Rear equal to max minus 1, then the queue is full. Then I want to delete 3 elements. So here front to front to front. Now front equals 60. How many elements deleted? 3 elements deleted. Now consider the following situation after deleting 3 elements from the queue. Here front equal to. But according to our ordinary queue, if front equal to max size minus 1, if front equal to max size minus 1, is it true or false? Then queue is full. But according to our example, but queue is full? No. Yes or no? 3 blocks are there. But according to our insert algorithm, NQ algorithm, NQ algorithm, front rear equal to max minus 1, rear equal to max minus 1, then queue is full. So this is full. Clear? Already I said, once the queue is full, we want to remove all the elements from the queue until it cannot insert an element. Clear? So all the elements are removed from the queue. Then set rear equal to front equal to minus 1. Otherwise, rear equal to max minus 1. Then queue is full. So come here. This situation is also says the queue is full and we cannot insert the new element because rear is still at last position. Still at last position. In the above situation, even though we have empty positions in the queue, we cannot make use of them to insert the new element. Then there is no possibility to insert an element. This is the major problem in normal queue data structure. This is the major drawback of the normal queue data structures. So to overcome this problem, we use circular queue data structures. To overcome this problem, clear, understand all of you. Then 3 elements are there. So 3 elements, 3 blocks are there. Blank blocks. So then, whereas in the Q operations, then rear equal to max minus 1, then Q is full, then there is no possibility to insert an element. So this situation, how to overcome? Using circular Q data structure to overcome this situation. Clear? So what is circular queue? A circular queue can be defined as follows. A circular queue is also a linear data structure in which the operations are performed based on FIFO principle. So, and the last position is connected back to the first position of make it a circle. Here, when the circular queue is full, I said one sentence. If front equal to 0 and rear equal to max minus 1, then circular queue is full. Otherwise, not full. Clear? Yes. In the graphical representation of a circular queue is follows. This is front, this is rear. Clear? This is front, this is rear. All of you. Then implementation of circular queue. To implement a circular queue data structure using an array, we first perform the following steps before we implement actual operations. Step 1, include all the header files which are used in the program, same as the previous. And next one, declare all user defined functions, same as previous. Create a one-dimensional array with about a defined size. And next one, define two integer variables, front and rear, and set to -1 to front and rear. Implement main method by displaying menu to operations list and make suitable functions calls to perform operations selected by the user on circular queue. Clear? Here also two operations NQ and DQ. NQ is used to insert an element into the circular queue. DQ is used to delete an element from the circular queue. Clear? So according to our circular queue principles, in a circular queue, NQ is a function which is used to insert an element into the circular queue. In a circular queue, the new element is always inserted at a rear position. Then NQ function, NQ function takes one integer value as parameter and inserts that value into the circular queue. We can use the following steps to insert an element into the circular queue. This is an algorithm for inserting an element into the circular queue. Clear? 4 steps. Check whether the queue is full. In ordinary queue, if rear equal to max minus 1, queue is full. In a circular queue, if rear equal to size minus 1, if rear equal to max size minus 1, and front equal to 0, clear? Or front equal to rear plus 1, or front equal to rear plus 1. So listen all of you. This condition is satisfied or this condition is satisfied, then display the queue is full. Censorship is not possible and terminate the function. Clear? If it is not full, then check rear equal to size minus 1 and front not equal to 0. If it is true, then set rear equal to -1. If the queue is not full, then check rear equal to size -1. So if the queue is rear equal to last position and front not equal to 0, because why? In the previous example, so then where is the front? Front not equal to 0, then insert an element at the front position. Clear? Here front of 0, front of 1, front of 2. Clear? Front not equal to 0 and rear equal to max -1, then insert an element into the front position. That is the use of circular queue. Clear? If it is full, then display queue is full. Insertion is not possible and terminate the function. If it is not full, then check rear equal to size -1. According to the queue operation, rear equal to size -1 means the position is last. Then there is no black at end position. Clear? Rear position. And front not equal to 0. Yes, front not equal to 0. Why? front equal to 3, give an example, previous example. It is true, then set rear equal to -1, rear equal to -1, front ku vachesevali. Clear? So then insert an element into the rear position. Clear all of you? Then the next one is DQ element. So DQ means here delete an element from the queue. Delete an element from the circular queue. In a circular queue, DQ is a function used to delete an element from the circular queue. In a circular queue, the element is always deleted from front position. The queue function doesn't take any value as a parameter. We can use the following steps to delete an element from the circular queue. Here, step 1, check whether the queue is empty. Front equal to -1 and rear equal to -1. Both front equal to -1, rear equal to -1. The queue is empty. Clear all of you? If it is empty, then display queue is empty. Deletion is not possible. Otherwise, if it is not empty, then display queue of front as deleted element and increment the front value by 1, front plus. Then check whether the front equal to size. If it is true, then set front equal to 0. Then check whether both the front -1 and rear are equal. Front equal to -1 equal to rear. If it is true, then set both front and rear to -1, where front equal to rear equal to -1. So come here. If it is not empty, then so front value by 1, increment the front value by 1. Why? Deletion operations are done at front end. So simply position we want to change. Then check whether the front equal to size, front equal to max size. If it is true, then front equal to 0. Then the front comes first. Clear? Then check whether the both front -1 and rear equal to, okay? If it is true, then equal, front -1 and rear are equal. Front -1 equal to rear. Front -1 equal to rear. If it is true, then both front and rear equal to -1. That means -1 means then there is no value. Set positions -1. Clear? Then the next one is display an element of a circular queue. I will explain with board tomorrow class. Okay. So then listen today class one. So display the elements of a circular queue. We can use the following step to display the elements of a circular queue. Check whether the queue is empty, front equal to -1. If it is an empty, then display queue is empty and terminate the function. Otherwise, if it is not empty, then define an integer variable I and set I equal to front. Check whether the front less than or equal to rear. If it is true, then display Q of I value and increment I value. Display 1 by 1 values. Repeat the same until I less than or equal to rear become false. If front less than or equal to rear is false, then display Q of I value and increment I value by 1 plus plus. Repeat the same until I less than or equal to size -1 because false. Set I equal to 0. All the elements are displayed. Set I equal to 0. Again display Q of I values and increment I value by 1 by 1. Repeat until I less than or equal to rear because false. Clear all of you? So this is the circular queue. So tomorrow I will give board explanation. Okay, ma, all of you. So I hope you will understand. Clear. Then the next one is double-ended queue data structures. Double-ended queue is also a queue data structure in which the insertion and deletion operations are performed at both ends. That is called double-ended queue. So in circular queue, insert and delete operations are done at both ends. Insert operation done at rear end. So deletion operations done at front end in circular queue and queue operations. Queue and in queue and circular queue. Insert operations done at only one end, that is called rear end. Remember all of you. So then in circular queue and queue operations, insert delete operations done from front end. Delete operations done from front end in queue and circular queue. Whereas in Q and circular Q, insert operations done at rear end, last end. Clear? So this is quite opposite. Double-ended